Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This has got to be the worst time to be doubting if I want kids. First, I asked my friend if she would donate her eggs to me, then she said yes, and now I'm $25,000 deep into an egg retrieval and embryo creation cycle. Everything's happening way too fast, and I need to just sit down and ask myself, do I even want kids? But before I dive into all this, how did I even get here? Well, it all started with my friend Tina. Back in high school, Tina and I were closeted queers. We were both Taiwanese and got along pretty well, eventually going to the homecoming dance together. She was voted homecoming queen, and I was student of the year in math. Eh. But eventually, we graduated high school, went to colleges in different states, and checked in on each other every once in a while. Fast forward to our late 20s, and we now each had a parent taken by cancer. She was married to a woman, and I was finally out. We would grab meals together from time to time, and one night after a catch up dinner, she asked me to donate sperm to her wife to help them start a family. Fast forward another 5 years to today, and they're now raising a 4-year-old boy and a 2-year-old girl. It's been such a fulfilling journey as a donor, seeing the kids grow up and spending time with them in Texas after they moved there a few years ago. But I knew that deep down, I wanted to start a family of my own. And after attending events about gay men having babies, I knew it was time for me to at least freeze some embryos. Tina and her wife had been so loving and kind to me, always eager to have me spend more time with her family, while not overly pressuring me. And Tina herself is well educated too. The high school we went to was competitive, and she has a master's in speech pathology. And let's not forget, she was the damn homecoming queen. So naturally, Tina was my top pick for an egg donor. And since egg quality tends to go down after age 35, this year, the year she turns 34, was the year to ask. 4 months ago, I had the perfect plan in place to ask them about the donation while I was visiting them for their daughter's second birthday. But the night I flew in, they beat me to the punch. They asked if I was willing to donate sperm to them for a third baby. I was surprised, but happily said yes. And then I asked them right back about the eggs. Tina was quick to say yes too, and her wife was excited as well. I was in such a hype and eager to start planning everything out until my dad passed away. Last month, my dad died from pneumonia, and everything has just been stress and exhaustion from there. Bits and pieces of me have been rotting away, and I've just been pushing through it all. I've been putting on a smile and still continuing our baby-making plans. I've been scheduling calls and booking appointments. I didn't want to lose any momentum. Tina and I went to the clinic together to do our health screening a couple weeks ago. I just visited them in Texas to donate sperm, and now we'll be flying back to the clinic in a few weeks to do the egg retrieval. She'll have to take injections to mature her eggs over this coming month, and then she'll be sedated as they poke her ovaries to retrieve them. After that, they'll fertilize them with my sperm, grow the embryos for a couple of days, and then freeze them until I'm ready. But that's just the thing. When will I be ready? Will I ever be ready? I'm fairly certain that I don't want to parent with my boyfriend Ray. We're still dysfunctional, and probably will always be. And after being around Tina's kids and my cousin's kids, I'm worried that I won't ever be able to do the job of a parent well. This exhausting month has been a sobering reminder that my health is so frail. When it takes a hit, it takes a hit. I wouldn't have the strength to keep my children alive. I wouldn't have the energy to keep my chin up through the chaos. I try to be positive, but all the screaming, attention-seeking, and life-sustaining needs from a child or two isn't something I can handle day after day after day. Sure, I love children, and I know that I will love my children. But I also love my freedom. I love board games, conventions, tours, side projects, and free time to do whatever I want. And whenever I spend just a few hours around my family, friends, children, I'm ready to lock myself in a room and watch shows until I pass out, just to unwind. Children are draining. Tina is already an amazing do-it-all mom, and she still said she couldn't imagine doing it without her wife, who's also extremely capable. If that's the case, I'll either need a team of nannies to raise my kids with me, or I'll need a highly motivated partner. And no, I don't have either. Sometimes I think, well, I already passed on my genes to Tina's kids, so if I don't have any of my own, that's fine too. But I always come back to the why behind it all. My original desire for children. And I just can't pass it up. I want kids because I want to have a loving family. The parent-child bond I had with my mom was something I'll never forget, one of the most precious things to me, and it's one of the few truly meaningful things in life that I want to experience again, now as a parent. I can't fully do that with Tina's kids, and to be honest, it's not even guaranteed that I'll be that close with my own kids. But once I've traveled enough places, eaten enough interesting foods, and experimented with enough side projects, there's only one more thing I want to try: parenthood. What I really need now is to get my life together first. Exercise, get my health back, and develop habits that'll make it harder for my health to slip again. I need to think of solutions for when I get too tired as a new parent, friends I can lean on, caretakers I can call in, or a co-parent I can trust. I'll give it a few years, I'm not in a rush. And the more I think about it, the more I'm realizing that this past month of exhaustion was probably just a temporary burnout, and it's a good thing, this realization. It's made me prioritize planning and preparation for future burnouts like this, when I'm actually a dad. And if I can really fail-safe this part of me and find the support I need when I'm exhausted, then parenthood might just be in the cards for me. But what about you? Would you want to be a parent? Why or why not? Do you think there's anything I should think through that I haven't yet? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And lastly, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss future ones. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.